Hello and welcome back to my craft room. I've had a bad crafting day, bad arting day. So it all started to go a bit pear-shaped yesterday when we had a massive power cut that lasted for hours, so I couldn't carry on working in the evening like I wanted to, so I've rushed it today and I'm feeling a bit sorry for myself because 2 days worth of work has gone into an art journal spread that I've just painted over. So this is I thought I'm going to show you anyway, because I don't want to pretend that things always go as I want them to, because more often than not they don't go as you planned, and sometimes that's good because it takes you off in a direction you weren't expecting. Sometimes it's not so good. This time I had to finally admit defeat. So last weekend I had signed up for a brilliant online art journaling class with Lally Mill, who is wonderful, the most amazing teacher. Love her style, love her the way she teaches, and I could listen to her all day. Although her style is very different from mine, I still enjoy following her method, the way she layers and everything. And I've had classes with her before and been delighted with the outcome. It's not the fault of the class, it's the mood I was in, the fact that I was tired, the fact that I've got other things going on, and then the power cut and So what I'm going to do is, because there were the process was really fun. You can see how much fun I had with it. The process was really enjoyable, and there were parts where I thought, oh, this is looking, I'm quite pleased with this. Then it goes through its ugly phase and you think, oh, that's okay, keep going, and it will come back. And it did seem to come back, and then it went again. It just went again. And I'm a strong believer that normally if you're not happy with something, it just means you haven't finished it. Just keep going. But it does get to a point where you think, okay, enough pain, enough time over this. Let's call it quits. So I have just ended up painting over what I did. But I'm going to show you the process anyway, just because there are some interesting bits in it. I'll do a very speeded up version because it's a bit pointless anyway. And I have ended up with an interesting background for a future spread in my art journal. So I'm going to pass over to my past self now. Hope you enjoy. And hopefully before too long I will come back and rescue this journal spread. But right now all I want to do is draw a line under it, move on, and I've got 2 classes. I'm already behind one class with the badass art journaling, so I'm going to stop this tonight, and then tomorrow I can move on to that. Okay, here we go, enjoy. Oh, don't know. Well, I couldn't record anything for a little while because we had a power cut, so I did some of this yesterday and I've carried on today, and I hate it. It went through quite a pretty phase, then it went through the usual ugly phase, then I thought it was coming back, and now I just hate it. But I've decided to come and sort of show it to you anyway. I don't know, just because there's no point in pretending that everything always goes perfectly according to plan. I think what I'm about to do is spray some white paint over most of this. I've lost all the lovely bits of ephemera and texture and stuff that I had going on there. We never lose the texture completely, but and of course, you know, with doing these mixed media layered processes, that always happens. You get these layers of paper and paints and things, and you lose bits, and it's all part of the process. And usually if you don't like it, it just means, I always tell myself, it's okay, it just means I haven't finished it. I'll keep going and eventually it will come back. But this is an example of where I've finally got to a point where I think I've put a lot of paint on this, I've put a lot of hours into this. It's got to a point where the more I do, the more I'm hating it. So this is an example of when it's sometimes okay to stop and admit that you just don't like it. So I'm going to be painting over this. It gets me down when this kind of thing happens, but you just got to tell yourself, well, okay, I enjoyed part of the process. You always learn something from it, and this way I've got I'll probably leave bits of the butterfly and things will be there. I'll have a background in my journal that I can come back to another time when I've got over myself. I need a brayer. Okay, here we go. Well, even that isn't even that isn't working. Oh dear. It's one of those days. Oh. Let's just at least try and leave a nice background for another time and chalk this up to experience. Partly to put this down to the fact that I've got some stuff going on at the moment which I'm not enjoying, and in various parts of my life, and sometimes art helps you through these things. Sometimes these things just stop you being able to make art, and this is one of those times. But never mind, that will be an interesting background to start on another time. I'm going to put a bit more white in the middle. And then I'm going to go and do a bit of sewing or something instead, because this is clearly not an art day. Oh, see, even that looks horrid. Got some interesting textures and stuff going on. There we go, that's my masterpiece for today. Oh, you can't win them all. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it.